Breaking news here on Seahawks Today. Tyler Jones here with you. Happy to have you with us as Geno Smith will remain a member of the Seattle Seahawks, signing a 3-year, $105 million extension. The news coming this hour, courtesy of Jordan Schultz. With this tweet, breaking: Geno Smith and the Seahawks are finalizing a 3-year contract extension worth $105 million with the ability to earn $52 million in the first calendar year, sources tell The Score. Smith earned Comeback Player of the Year and Pro Bowl honors after leading the NFL in completion percentage. Deal is done. Geno is back. We told you earlier, we did our first video today, that the reports were the Seahawks were unlikely to use the franchise tag on Geno Smith. Now, makes sense why. Because you didn't need to. You got the deal done before the franchise tag deadline, before free agency began. Now you have a clear path and plan forward as you progress through this offseason. A big win for the Seattle Seahawks. Spam it in the comments section for me. What is your one-word reaction to the Geno Smith contract extension? Give me one word to describe your thoughts on the Seahawks getting this deal done, locking in Geno Smith for the next 3 years. I'll give you my thoughts more in depth here in just a moment, but here's your turn to tell us what you think. This is our pinned comment today. Let me know what you think of the extension. Give me one word to describe it all. Folks, this is why you subscribe to the channel. Look, going live when this news broke, right? And we'd already done a video earlier today, but that didn't stop us from talking about this deal and telling you what we think here. Why? Because we're built different. Because we love talking about the Seattle Seahawks and the 12s. You guys deserve the best coverage out there. That's what we do for you here at Chat Sports. Subscribe today if you haven't already. If you love the Seattle Seahawks, you love Geno Smith, this is the channel for you. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. We are close to 35,000 subscribers, but I need your help to get there. Subscribe now for free, and you'll be glad you did. Now, I'll put it this way. This is a big win for the Seahawks. To have Geno locked up for the next 3 years at an affordable rate of $35 million. Think about this. Let's say that Geno has another year like he just had. Then you're feeling pretty good about yourselves next offseason that you're only paying him $35 million. Yes, it is a significant pay raise from what he made this past season, but the play on the field was well-earned, well-deserved, and for 3 years. He's 32 years old. That timing works out great. I think this is a team-friendly deal for Seattle here. And you look at what Geno Smith did this past season, taking the Seahawks to the playoffs when many people thought this was a rebuilding, a down year for Seattle in 2022. Had a career high in passing touchdowns with 30 this season. Led the league in completion percentage with a nice 69.8 number, close to 70%. Passer rating was terrific, a career high, 100.9, and a Pro Bowl appearance this year. It was a historic season for Geno Smith, replacing Russell Wilson and having a great run at it. It's well-deserved. I'm happy for Geno, happy for the Seahawks that they get this deal done. Geno Smith this past season not only won the NFL's Comeback Player of the Year award, but he set 4 franchise records last season. Pretty impressive. He's been very familiar with this Seahawks team. Joined them back in 2019, of course, backed up Russell Wilson for a few years. Got to really learn and understand the Shane Waldron offense. And when his name was called upon, when Russell Wilson moved on, when he was shipped out to Denver, Geno Smith, credit where credit's due, he was ready to answer the call and take over this quarterback position. And it wasn't even just given to him. Remember, they brought in Drew Lock in that deal with Russell Wilson, with the Russell Wilson trade. And even through that quarterback competition, it was very clear that this was Geno's job, that he earned it, that he deserved it, that he was ready to go, and he delivered. And you look throughout this season of what he was able to do, time and time again, proving the doubters wrong. When you look back at the 2022 NFL season, folks are going to remember, of course, the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl. But I think you could argue the best story to come out of this past season was Geno Smith winning comeback player of the year, facing adversity through all that he'd been through, to get Seattle to the playoffs in all these circumstances, that's what sports is all about, folks. Those are the type of things that make you cry and appreciate what Geno did this past year. How could you not be happy for him, even if you weren't a Seahawks fan? Grade the extension for me. Here's the deal on it, folks. 3 years, $105 million, and the ability to earn $52 million in the first calendar year for Geno Smith. What do you think about it? A, B, C, D, or F? I give it an A personally, but what say you guys? I know there's some people out there that didn't want to see Geno get the extension. I read the comments from time to time, folks. Let me know in the comment section. A, B, C, D, or F, grade the contract extension for Geno Smith and let me know. Now, going forward, what is the plan for the Seahawks now that you have Geno Smith locked up? Look, the Seahawks don't have to draft a quarterback now. They have Geno locked up for the next couple of years. I wouldn't rule out the possibility they could still find a guy that they like. There was reports, we talked about this earlier today from over the weekend, that Geno Smith, that Pete Carrol, rather, and Anthony Richardson had a very good meeting at the NFL Draft Combine, and that Anthony Richardson was very impressed with Pete Carrol and the way that he was treated. Maybe there's something there. And a guy like Anthony Richardson, for example, he is not going to be ready to be a day one starter in this league. You have bought yourself time. If the Seahawks fall in love with, let's say, Anthony Richardson or one of these rookie quarterback options, like a Bryce Young, C.J. Stroud, Will Levis, whatever it may be, if they fall in love with a rookie quarterback, what you've done now is that you could potentially start Geno Smith this entire season and never have to play your rookie quarterback. If there's a guy you fall in love with, and they very well could, as John Schneider said last week, quarterbacks don't grow on trees. If there's a quarterback, one of these four here that they fall in love with that they want, they can still start Geno all year, let them sit behind Geno Smith, and wait till till they're ready for their day to come. I mean, think about this, okay? Here's what people point to, and we've talked about on this show previously, was how Kansas City handled things with Alex Smith to Patrick Mahomes, and how Patrick Mahomes came in that second season and was ready to go. If we find ourselves in a situation where the Seahawks, like one of these quarterbacks, you start Geno this upcoming year, and then potentially get that next guy, or even next year of some of those guys out there. Maybe Geno starts the next couple of years, and you find your guy next year. What you have done, no matter what, is you've bought yourself time for sure. Folks, getting close to 35,000 subs here on the channel. I need 86 of you. 86 of my diehard Seahawk fans, wherever you're at. I need you to subscribe to the channel for the latest happenings on your favorite team. We love talking Seahawks around here. The 12s are the best fans of the National Football League, and you guys deserve outstanding coverage. That's what we're here for. Live shows during the week, daily news and rumors segments. We got you covered. We do it all here on Seahawks Today by Chat Sports. Subscribe now. It does not cost you a thing. I would love to see this channel just continue to blossom because you guys deserve it all. Subscribe today for free. Turn on notifications so you never miss a moment. All right, let's look at the quarterback depth chart for the Seahawks. Geno now locked up. He gets the free agent asterisk taken off the depth chart. And there you have Drew Lock as QB number 2. He's about to be an unrestricted free agent himself. We did hear John Schneider and Pete Carrol. They have said they would like to bring Drew Lock back to be the backup there, but obviously we talked about the rookie quarterback situation, and you don't have a third quarterback right now. So Geno is the guy. This is his team. No matter what happens, Geno is starting week 1. There's not going to be a quarterback competition next year. Who will back him up? That remains to be seen. Will the Seahawks draft a quarterback? Will they bring in one of those guys we talked about, or will they wait to find their long-term solution down the line? This is Geno Smith's team next year. We know that much. But will they draft somebody for the future to sit behind Geno Smith? Let me know in the comment section. Type Y for yes, type N for no if the Seahawks will draft a quarterback or not. Folks, we were talking about your Seattle Seahawks on social media. Give me a follow, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook at Tyler Jones Live. And I'll see you next time right here on Seahawks Today.